Regular viewers will know that round 2 is sometimes tailored to suit our guests' specialist areas. So this week we focus on agony columns and those personal, emotional and sexual problems that are all too familiar to Martin and Neil. In particular, the Sun's daily photo strip, Deirdre's photo casebook, featuring those everyday stories of people who haven't got quite enough clothes on. All the teams have to do is guess the storyline and what advice Deirdre came up with. So here is the opening part of our domestic drama. What's the finely honed dialogue here?
I think he's saying to the girl, "What time is it, please?" And she's saying, "I can't tell you because I'm holding milk in the hand that I've got my watch on. And if I told you, it would spill. You old prankster."
He's coming, is it? "I saw you hiding there, you naughty thing. Now, give me that chloroform and let's have some real fun."
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Well, it's...
Your face went to screensaver then.
Oh, just jiggle my mouse, I'll come back.
I'll do it.
I worked in a sweet shop.
So what do you think?
Martin thinks it's true.
Martin thinks it's true.
Yeah.
Are you basing that on anything than a 50-50 guess?
I'm basing it because I didn't think it was when you started. You seemed hesitant, but then the confidence and the fullness of your answers convinced me.
I have to say that's probably the most polite answer we've had on the show so far. The bit I don't understand is how the basket doesn't go the same way as
Well, that's what she didn't understand. That's what let her down over the whole arrangement, was the faulty bloody bicycle.
Go on, go with your science.
You think it's not true?
No.
OK, it's time to make a guess.
Well, what do we think? What was your summary?
I've told you!
Well, I didn't listen.
Jesus, this is dragging on, isn't it?
You were a bit like Doc Martin then when you got a bit cross,
Was
weren't
I?
you? Yeah. We saw that side of him, didn't we? It was quite exciting. It was like watching Doc Martin without having to watch it. I liked you in Inspector Morse. Do you remember when you went, "You're a damn fool, Morse"? Do you remember that?
I also called him Cheese Inspector, but I said it really quickly, so and they left it in. Cheese Inspector? I used to do requests for friends when I got a job. I called Lovejoy Love Juice as well.
Did you?
Love Juice.
Really? Let's take a guess then.
These are the new BBC compliance guidelines that are clamping down on swearing and violence on TV. According to the guidelines, even after 9 o'clock, strong language must be clearly signposted. Well, it's 9:21, so I suppose... But... Oh, my watch is fast.
Right, Martin Clunes, you're up next.
Right. I have actually been fired by Alan Sugar.
Oh, there we are.
Right, OK.
Interesting.
So why were you working for Alan Sugar?
I wasn't directly working for him. I was working for a catering company when I first left drama school, like a lot of good drama students, black trousers, white shirt, handing round the drinks and the canapes, and I turned too quickly and knocked 3 glasses of red wine, I remember everything, 2 glasses of white wine and 4 canapes down a lady's top.
And the lady was?
Angry.
Cross. I had no idea who he was until years later when I saw him on the telly, and I thought, that's the who fired me.
So was he standing next to
Yes, it was his do. He was the host of the do, and I was summarily dispensed with.
Dispensed of or disposed with?
Dispersed.
Yeah.
Tossed off.
Thank you.
What's the name of the catering company?
Oh, God, Mayflower. Well done.
you were the one that remembered it.
Yes, I know.
It's good that he can pat himself on the back of it. Yeah. Well done.
It was
Martin
a long time
Clunes.
ago.
Well done. Yes. This is where I live. Well done.
So what? So she was cross, and he was standing next to her?
She was just wet and dirty, as I remember, but he was... No, she was just busy with dealing with, worrying about her clothes, and his summary firing of me was a sort of display for her benefit as much as anything.
So he was right there, and he did it himself?
Yes.
And
Did he use his catchphrase? He's a lovely man.
You fired. Did he do that?
You're thinking of Rocky Balboa, I think, aren't you?
You fired. You fired, Edwin. You fired.
Please, that's a very good Rocky Balboa, but doesn't he really sound a bit more like this? Hello, very much. Hello, time.
What did he actually say to
Oh,
you?
God, I can't remember. There was anger, there was shouting. He didn't swear, but he made me look stupid. But cunningly, I already looked stupid. So it didn't really hurt.
Right, David.
Richard, what's all you?
Mayflower came so swiftly, it was brilliant.
I think Mayflower sounds very much like a sort of outside catering company.
But do you think that if you're the guest who's been spilt all over, wet and dirty, that he would have turned round and said, "You're fired"?
It's a very nasty thing to do, because it's only an accident.
And you were 20.
You were full of apologies at this
Of course
moment.
I was full of apologies. I had some spillage on me, but I didn't, bang on
Didn't
about
blame her.
that.
That was probably a wise course not to go, what are you doing, you stupid bitch? Standing right in my way!
He's telling the truth.
You think he is telling the truth?
I think he is telling the truth.
What do you
But
think?
he is a
That's-
brilliant actor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, he's
You
an
are.
actor. I mean, with the greatest respect, we're not talking about Robert De Niro, are we? It's Martin Clunes. I mean...
Is he going to do Robert De Niro now?
I can't do him.
Go on, have a stab.
Have I got Pacino for you?
No, I said Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Come on, cocky.
That's all I can do.
That was a monkey. Robert De Niro as a monkey. He's very versatile. He could do a monkey that well.
What's that? Al Pacino? OK. Tom
Like Robert
Jones?
De Niro, that isn't it, with longer arms?
No, Al Pacino is... OK, Pacino, OK? What do you got?
That's Columbo.
Yes. Actually, to be fair to him, when you stand up, it is a very good Ronnie Corbett.
Yeah.
So who's guessing? If that ends up in the show, I'm gone. Come on, everybody. Let's have a guess.
Well, I think you instinctively think it's true.
I'm going to go with true.
Well, I haven't got a clue. So.
I can only go with firm.
Well,
Can
I think...
you?
Yes. Let's go with
Lovely.
you.
All right.
OK, we're going with Fern, and you're saying that it's true. Martin Clunes, our greatest living actor. Were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a porcupine.
Yes, Martin was telling a lie, and why should we be surprised? He is a wonderful actor. So, at the end of that round, David's team have just 1 point. Lee's in the lead with 3.
Sorry, my E's just kicked in.
It's the other vowels you ought to worry about.
They said that it'll avoid embarrassing pat-down checks, which are considered less embarrassing than coming across a grainy black and white close-up of your Johnson on YouTube. But you can still opt for the pat-down if you prefer. That's an extra tenner on Ryanair.
Is Johnson named after anyone in particular? Boris or...
Ulrika, who knows?
They're claiming that it's not erotic. But if you're into ghost porn...
Readers' X-ray wives.
It's nice to know, isn't it? It's nice to know that, because they're saying it's all right, yes, they're not going to see your face, they're not going to know who you are, it's somebody in a separate room. That's what I like to think. If somebody's going to look at me naked, I want it to be a man sitting in a windowless room, peering at a close-up of my genitals. That's really going to set me at ease.
digestive biscuits.
Yeah. Anybody know how these scanners work?
Yeah. Some sort of X-ray machine, I think. I don't know.
It actually happened to me at Gatwick. I think they were testing it. Some of us were invited to
Into
go
the
through there.
Nudatron.
But it wasn't a man alone in a room.
Really?
It was
There's a whole
two
bunch of them.
sniggering gits from Customs who thought it was very funny
Let's look at your Doc Johnson.
Yeah, Doc Johnson.
On the news, it made a lot of people...
Very happy.
...that spoke, very happy, and they felt safer.
That's because they can't hear the laughter from the room next door.
Well, yeah, but that's just common sense. You don't want the laughter piped into the room where people are...
How long before the
Here he
system...
comes, old bent cock. You don't want to hear that, do you? You don't want to hear that when you've got your luggage. That's not the room's basic human decency, though.
That's what they do. The terrorists would just get people with really weird genitals.
Yes.
To hide it, you could hide it, you could have a rocket launcher up here.
Yeah.
And they'd be so busy staring down there, they're not going to laugh.
Doesn't that look like Tony Benn? And you don't suddenly that's... Yeah, I know, that's what you're saying, yeah.
Over here.
Shut up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
concentrating. Nylons, lady.
Have you cut the hole yet for the face?
No, I haven't. I was waiting to see how big the face was.
Well, get a move on. Stop showing off.
Well, better on its own, this, isn't it?
Do you know you're really, really not helping?
Pin that onto his belly.
I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yes, I am.
We're going to have to hurry now.
Well, what are you doing? If you're going to have a time limit, you want a big clock up the back, mate, not just a load of old newspaper cuttings.
So we're almost there, man.
Are you?
What else do we need?
Oh,
bloody hell, my
It's a
foot's
bit
just
of
come
that.
off.
Right, are we...
No!
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, we're there.
Stop them, because we're there.
No, well,
Okay,
well,
right.
that's fair. Like, you're in the lead, and now
There
you
we
want to
go.
cheat against
That's
us.
quite enough of that.
Piss off.
And there goes the hooter, in case you were wondering what that strange noise was. It was a hooter, so, yeah, Paul and Neil, let's have a look at yours first.
I think we heard a buzzer, actually.
Right, and Ian and Martin, I suppose we better have a look at yours. Grotesque as it might appear. Is he ready yet?
Let's have a look, then.
I know it may appear inferior, but the real thing actually is supposed to look like that.
Oh, I forgot the ears. I've made two really good ears as well.
Yeah, but it is dangerously close. And as they're both equally awful, I won't give any points to either of you.
Should we just have a look at yours, Angus?
Yes. Thank you. Which proof, if proof be needed that the world is mad, marks the end of this absurd round, and Ian and Martin appear to be losing it, trailing as they do 16-10.
Oh,
dear,
sauce
he's
pot, he's
back.
back again.
Hey.
He's going to do the whole lot.
Thank you.